Hi, everybody,
I
and
guess that's a good
welcome,
thing, so don't
welcome,
spoil it.
welcome. Spoil what?
Well, we were just talking. Nothing.
No, Tyler's apparently has the 8i8. I was looking at maybe upgrading to the. I don't know why I would need the 4.
It's not an 8i8. It's an 18i8.
Tell me when you send the link so I
Yeah,
can
the
click on it.
18i8.
I already put it in the register.
Yeah, they're both there.
All right, cool. I'll check it out.
Mine has the cables if you need extra cables included for $30 more.
All right, let me just check this out real quick.
Dude, get the 18i20. Look at that bad boy.
But so hold up. Hey, holy shit, microphone. How much does that thing cost?
The 18i20 is just 2 inputs, but there's a lot of it's got its own built-in preamp.
Oh, that's nice. That would have been nice if I invest. Well, I think I would not have invested all that much into one thing back then, anyways. But had I done that instead of my preamp, it would have cost me just $200 more to do all of that. But then I would have a preamp just sitting here doing nothing. So I won't lie though, the idea of having it all in one device just sounds like it's all gonna break at once.
It also includes their Pro Tools and Creative Pack, Ableton Live.
Able to what?
Yeah, the Ableton.
Oh, was it Ableton Live Light? What is that?
Ableton is for making music. With
Oh, I
loops and stuff.
don't do any of that stuff. And 3-month Splice subscription. Your choice of free XLN addictive keys, a virtual instrument. I don't know what any of that is. I'd just be like, hey, Messi, do you want this? Messi, do you want my free subscriptions? So what is the 8i6 is
18.
just 2 mics.
Oh, the
still.
8i6.
It's still just 2 mics. Not worth it.
No, there's 2 ports on the back for the 8i6, I believe.
Yeah, but that's still just 2 mic.
2 XLR, but then line inputs, yes. But you can have mic inputs that are line.
Oh, so you can do that. So again, like what I was saying. So I have this wire right here. One second. I have this wire right here, and this wire is a line input. But the reason why I couldn't just switch out to this to try to see if I could use the other side is this is a female. I need a male XLR to a female line.
Wait,
to be able to plug.
Show me that again.
This is a female.
No, that's the male.
Oh, my apologies. It's an innie. This is the male. The female is flush with these. My apologies.
Right.
So yeah, this is the male. It's a male to male. It's not a female to male. So and then the actual XLR is like the microphone itself is male. So you have to have a female that your mic plugs into. Which
boys, my pizza is on the way. Let's go.
It's just upsetting that I have, I had ordered an extra microphone. I knew this was going to happen. When Messi was like, it's probably the mic. And when Pat was like, it's probably the Focusrite. I was like, Pat knows the answer to everything. Pat has literally.
I thought maybe, okay, here's what I think happened. I thought what happened is you were double phantom powering your mic, which blew it up. But now that I think about it, the line of power input would have gone into the Focusrite first, and then if you phantom powered the Focusrite while it was already, the mic input was already being phantom powered, this Focusrite should be able to detect that and not power it. But I was thinking maybe it did power it. Blew up your port.
You're saying the preamp and the Focusrite both powered the Focusrite and it went boom.
Yeah, I think. But I'll be honest, I'm new.
Yeah, no. Like I said, it's not like Pat is like a genius for this stuff. He's just like really smart with this stuff. So, but anyways,
he also used to be a musician.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And he worked
what do you mean
in IT.
used to be?
Oh, Tyler's saying that the apprentice has surpassed the master. And now Pat looks up to him for guidance and all things in life.
I see. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, that's in line with what
we have numerous conversations about audio stuff and different things like that because he's had a lot of issues. As well.
I won't lie. Like the idea of having the form, I have to chat with Britt about that first. But the idea of upgrading to the 3rd gen 18i8, which is what Tyler has, it does mean that in the future, if I ever wanted to do the live show,
big shows,
you could get lavalier mics and outputs that you plug into.
Yeah,
I'll just tell you this: it's a pain to try and figure out how to get all of them to come through properly.
Yeah, you said that before. You said that you had to have a sound engineer come and figure it out. But I have you, Tyler.
Well, I know how to get it to work with 1 microphone. The issue is trying to get it to work with 4 microphones. We never were able to do that. I could get it to work with 2, but not 4.
Gotcha.
It's weird.
No, it doesn't. I mean, because it just turns.
It's supposed to be able to handle 4 microphones. It's just like it'll suddenly put it like one is in one ear, one is in the other. There's settings and different things within the software for that itself.
Oh,
that I
yeah,
don't
software side, not hardware side, because hardware should just take the sound and just turn it into one digital signal, and that can be separated once it comes through the USB-C.
You would think.
Yeah, well, it should be. Again, and their software should be able to handle that cleanly, but that doesn't.
Again, you would think.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
You would think it would be easy. It's not.
Hey, you guys want to hear some good news update? So Brittany found out on Tuesday that she was exposed to COVID again.
Lit.
And so she made an appointment on Wednesday, but then she wanted to learn how to kip up, and literally her first ever attempt to try to kip up, she smashed her foot and potentially broke a toe. So, that's a fun thing.
Again?
No, this happened on, you heard
Oh,
this
this was the same. Yeah, okay.
So,
yeah, sorry.
so on Wednesday, she had to change her appointment to go and have her toe looked at, but at the same time went and got a COVID test and stuff like that, which came back negative, which you heard live on Wednesday. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
She totally didn't get the x-ray on Thursday because, America, we don't have x-rays for free. They cost a lot of fucking money. Even if you have insurance and you have copays, it still costs a lot of fucking money to get x-rays done. So she's like, it doesn't hurt that much. I'll be fine. And I was like, if this was me, you'd be yelling at me. She goes, yeah, look at the condition you're in. I'm like, yeah, but look at the condition you're in. She's like, I got to get old with you eventually. So anyways, what was that? I assume it was lint. And not a bug. So, what was I saying? But then on Thursday, they actually had extra COVID vaccines. And they were like, hey, you want an extra COVID vaccine? And she was like, yeah. And she got a COVID vaccine on Thursday. So I was dropping Rory off this morning to Brittany's parents' house. They were like, we're like 60. Why do neither of us have a vaccine, but both of our children do? I was like, oh, it's your daughters. Go talk to them. But it was, yeah. So Brittany actually got the vaccine. And once you get the first one, you're automatically, like, whoever skipped their appointment, they lose it. And you now have both their spots. So she's automatically in there for COVID. So, hey, pretty cool, because she's had to be tested 4 times from exposure. So that's cool. But that's awesome. I don't know about you guys, but like I'm wicked excited. She got the Pfizer one too, which is like the best one. So,
That's what I got
yeah.
on
but she
Tuesday.
didn't. But she didn't like cry and stuff, Rena. So I was just saying.
I passed
Real moment.
out twice in a CVS. They
Wow.
called the
Why?
fire department, Scott.
You
I
have
went
an
to the
allergic
hospital.
reaction?
That's
Just
what
saying.
I thought. No.
Just saying, real woman.
Did you have an allergic reaction, Rena?
I'm just teasing Rena.
I just had an adverse reaction and I was fucking dehydrated. It
It was
sucked.
just weak
You were
It's just bad.
dehydrated?
minded.
It
When was
bad.
last Rena?
Drink water.
Rena,
Jesus.
I know. It was right
Rena, when was the
there.
last
I'm
time you had a
sorry.
vaccine prior to this? Any type of vaccine? Okay.
A long ass time ago.
So Rena, at one point in time in my life, I'm deathly afraid of needles. I'm sure you've heard me say I'm a bitch when it comes to needles. I like freak out when it comes to needles.
I don't
about
care.
knives?
Like
I had
recently,
anxiety,
recently I
but-
went to the dentist and the dentist is like, well, I'm gonna go and get you, and I was like, I'll skip the Novocaine. How long is this gonna take? He's
Oh.
like 5 or 6 minutes, and I was like, I can handle it, and I
Oh,
skipped
yeah.
the Novocaine because I don't want a needle. So I'm definitely afraid of needles. So at one point in time when before Brittany and I got married, this is early 2012, my maid of honor, I hate that woman. My maid of honor is a nurse, and she was like, Brittany, you are not marrying this man. He is not even up to date on his vaccines and stuff. He needs to get that done. So I was like 13 years outside of ever having any form of vaccine or needle. So she may have had a point. So I actually scheduled to go get blood work done and get some vaccines. So what's the T1 that you get from stabbing yourself at rust? Rena has it.
Tetanus.
Tetanus. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So all of those.
Tinnitus.
So
nope.
I went to go get the vaccines, and literally while I'm there, she's just giving me all the vaccines were in 2 different needles. It was like 8 vaccines, all in like 2 needles. So I even specifically requested, can I get the butterfly needle, which is like the one they give to children? Okay.
You don't know. That's for blood draw. You don't get a butterfly to put in vaccine.
Maybe it was used a different word, but I used the one like more or less the one that they give to kids. It's been a while since I had a needle. Anyways,
It's the same. The vaccine, like if you're getting vaccinated, it's the same shot.
whatever. And they said yes. So maybe they were just humoring me. So I went in, I get the vaccines. I'm not even joking. I had to walk outside, sit down by my car outside on the ground for several minutes, trying to stop myself. I was so woozy from passing out.
Yeah,
After like 10 minutes, I finally get up and go back in to go get my blood drawn. And the whole doctor's office was making fun of me. Like, oh, here's a runaway bride. Like, how you doing? You gonna pass out on us? Like, they were so mean. It was so funny. But then specifically the phlebotomist that got my blood draw, she was so mean. She was so funny. She took my blood before I even like realized what she was doing. Like she was she had me laughing and stuff. Like she was awesome. But it really comes down to, it's a big part of it is placebo. It's nerves. Like you've heard so much shit on the news and so many conspiracy theories and this, that, and the other thing, especially where you live, about what's going on with this vaccine, that it sits there in the back of your mind. Put that on top of the fact that
I wasn't really worried about it. Literally, not at all. It was more
let's
so
say also dehydration and so on and so forth.
And I was a little anxious just because I hate doing that kind of stuff. But
that you look like you weigh like 62 pounds, so I'm sure that just like added like 10% more weight onto you. And you're
30
like,
pounds, dude. There's no. I was literally feeling totally fine. I hadn't drank enough fucking water. It's so annoying.
Yeah, that's
annoying.
the first thing they tell you before you go and get the vaccine is make sure you're hydrated.
I hadn't eaten anything either, so
oh
that's
my
probably
God.
Was it in the
why.
morning?
I literally didn't eat. I had like no
Rita,
water. I know.
This is bad patient 101 happening right here.
Well, I haven't had a vaccine in so long. I was like, fuck it, whatever. I'll just go get the vaccine. We'll get food after. It's fine. And it's just an errand in my brain. And then I'm passed out twice in a CVS.
Here you go, Joy.
It's fine.
It's for you, Joy.
It's fine.
No, but
I'm
you.
fine.
You, and I don't
So
feel bad
what
about
time?
it.
What time of the day was this that this transpired, Rena?
11 in the morning till like 4 in the afternoon. I was in the hospital.
No. Oh, so it happened at 11 in the morning. And what time do you wake up?
Not early usually. Well, for work, I don't know. I woke up around like 10.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Whatever.
Because again, different.
It
people.
wasn't like super early in the morning. I mean,
No. Just because you mentioned the not having eaten yet, and again, we're different people, and everybody wakes up dehydrated, right? But like, I don't stop eating. You guys watch me on stream till like 2 in the morning. So I usually don't have breakfast till noon any day, like almost every day of the week. Anyway.
Yeah, I usually just eat lunch and dinner and snack in between or whatever. It's just I literally it was no different than any other day. I just woke up. I was like, oh, I gotta go do this. I'll get it out of the way. We'll grab food on the way home. I'll be fine. And then I was like,
yeah, the no water.
I'm gonna pass out. And he was like, what? I was like, I'm gonna pass out. And I just left my body. It was really, it was bad. Wake up, firefighters. I'm like, the fuck? They're taking blood. They're checking my vitals. I'm like, they're like, you should go to the hospital.
My dream has come true. It's February, November. Where's July? Where's July? Oh! He's the hot one.
I was more concerned with the stupid lady from CVS who's like, oh, kind of looked like she had a seizure. I was like, can you not right now? You're not helping the situation.
Every single person that encounters an incident, it's the car accident thing. They always try and they know what they're talking about.
Yeah, one guy almost stabbed me with an EpiPen because he thought I was having an allergic reaction. I was like, can you not? I'm awake. I'm here.
Unless you have an EpiPen on you, like that shouldn't ever be done. Mm-hmm. That should never be done.
I told him too. I was like, I'm not going to be allergic to anything. It's fine. I just didn't know. But like, he was about to stab me with it when I came to, and I was like,
Rita, you know where they stab you with those, right?
Your thigh.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I saw. Give me a minute.
It's not in your heart.
Pulp Fiction. It goes directly into your heart. You have to use enough thrust to puncture through the rib cage. Okay. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm okay, Rob.
I always had to have them at work. In the restaurant industry, we had to have them at work because allergic reactions and stuff like that. We always have employees with allergies, and if you're cooking with shellfish and you have a shellfish,
genes, baby.
Yeah.
Anyway,
if you have a shellfish allergy, you cook with it, you can have a reaction.
I went to the hospital. They took my blood. They tested my blood. They gave me fluids, and they were like, "Everything looks fine. You just fucking fainted." And I was like, "Okay, thanks, bye." And like, they let me go, and I got Chick-fil-A and went home. But I felt like garbage.
Wait, hold on. You had Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
That's why you felt like garbage.
No, afterward. That was after.
No, that's why you felt like garbage. Chick-fil-A is bad. No, what the hell, man?
No, it's because I had a headache because I fainted twice. That's why I felt shitty. And then my glands were all swollen because of the vaccine. I'm okay now.
You had your glands were swollen?
Like right here. They say like these glands.
That must be.
And
a
then like
Pfizer
under,
thing.
and then under your armpits too, like that.
Yeah, it's
that
your
happened to
lymph
me.
nodes.
Yeah, yeah, they were swollen for a little bit. They've gone down since then, but I'm good. I'm fine.
Oh, I don't know.
But that was the only thing that I had eaten that day. We couldn't eat, and then he couldn't leave because they were like one visitor, and they can't come back in if they leave. And I was like, well, guess we're not eating until after we leave here. Yeah, it was a shitty day.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't eat. I technically did try Chick-fil-A once, and the chicken was meh.
It was nearby.
It tasted like
we were like,
chicken
we need
anywhere.
food right now. Let's go get food, and that's what we went and got. So.
But anyways, so Rena, yeah, I sent you your package today.
Mm.
I'm upset that
I'm so excited about it.
Your little
Thank you
surprise was ruined.
I thought you knew. I thought you knew it said it on
I
there.
sent Rena a picture of like the receipt from sending it through UPS, which one of the people I work with yelled at me. He's like, "Why'd you go through UPS? It's so much cheaper if you go through like USPS." I was like, "Oh, I didn't realize that."
They gave.
But so I sent the
orange juice.
receipt, and I didn't realize that there was, because I wanted her to have the tracking number to keep track of like when it's going to arrive, and it had it because they asked, "Oh, what's in it?" And they had a product description on the receipt. So I sent Rena coffee, but I also sent her a coffee grinder. So that she could actually, because I sent her whole bean, because this is like good stuff. Like this is the 5 pounds of coffee that I sent you, because it's 5 different flavors, is usually $70.
Oh my God.
But I got a discount on it, right?
Oh, good.
So, but it's a place
It's 69.
You went ham.
they roast
shit.
it. They roast it within a week of like them selling it out. It's a Borealis out in Providence, Rhode Island, and it's really good stuff. I mean,
I'm so hyped. I
yeah.
can't wait for it
like,
to get here.
it's literally what I'm drinking right now, actually. So yeah.
I know. I kind of want coffee. I might make some, but we'll see. Thank
But-
you. I can't wait. I'm excited.
Yeah, UPS did not want. UPS was yeah.
The only thing I'm taking
more
away
than that.
from this story about this package is that Scott likes Rena better than everybody else.
What Rena? Do you drink coffee, Tyler?
No.
Then I'm not sending
we
you
were
coffee.
talking about coffee. Yeah.
I sent Doxy coffee too, but she already has a grinder, so I just sent her the coffee from the company directly there, so I don't have to worry about shipping. It was included. So, listen, I have to spread the love of Borealis. Okay, it's amazing. But Rena's kind of like a gutter rat, and she doesn't have a grinder, so I had to. Rena's got like pods. She's like, I hate the environment. Clink.
I don't have a Keurig anymore.
Oh,
I have-
good.
I use ground coffee, pre-ground coffee, but I don't use K-cups anymore.
Honestly, there's nothing wrong with pre-ground coffee. It's just you have to use it quickly when you open the bag, because
Yes.
the oxidization of the grounds.
I usually go through it like
You
really
know-
fast.
You know, even if you have a Keurig, you can get a reusable filter cup and just wash the filter cup and do it that way.
Yeah, I just
Which
wanted
is
I
what
wanted
I
a plain
have.
old
it's still
coffee
though.
maker.
Keurigs don't brew the right way. Like it does not have the right temperature. It does not have the right
it's
flavor.
fine.
It's trash. I mean, it's fine if you're
Coffee's trash anyway.
yeah, exactly. If you're not a coffee drinker and you're just like that's why I told Rena the next thing she has to do is she has to spring for a coffee machine. So
I do.
Okay.
ours
That'll be the next big thing.
ours came from it's either the Netherlands or or Norway. I think it's the Netherlands that it came from. Ours, because like a good coffee maker the coffee is not coffee without it being done right. So
That's funny.
but either way, I mean, again though, Steve, you can say that if you haven't had good coffee, like you have to. So espresso is really, really, really good too. Like I have an espresso machine, but mine is like it wasn't an expensive one. It was like $170 for it. So for an espresso machine, that's like next to trash. That's like it's like the espresso machine that wasn't quite put in the trash. So I don't have espresso machines like some people I know where they're like $3,000 ones. And I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, I know somebody who has one of those.
Yeah. Hey, Tyler, actually, I don't know if you know this, but we both know somebody that has one of those. Off the air.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But either way, it's a yeah, that's too expensive for me.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, tea doesn't seem to do it. Coffee is the way, but you have to have quality coffee. So hey, listen,
I love tea.
I think it's boring. If anybody's interested, I am not sponsored by them, to be clear. Yeah, I'll tell you guys what the website is, just because I love them so much. This is not sponsored. Here we go. BorealisCoffee.com. Borealis is in what is it? The Aurora Borealis, like the Northern Lights, not to be confused with Aurora Australis, which is like what Steve gets. The BorealisCoffee.com. It is so good. It is so good. My wife works within like a decent enough driving distance from there that she can just go grab it. So good. I suggest you order it if they deliver to you guys. All right. Anyways, so today's a level up stream, as we discussed, and during the break, I'm gonna go chat with Brittany about because that one, the 18i8 Gen 3, it says only one left in stock. Order soon, and I can have it for Thursday. But the other one I was looking at, the one I currently have, I can have for Sunday if I order in the next 2 hours. So I'm definitely gonna want to chat with Britt. Let me just make sure. Yeah, 2 hours and 14 minutes. I'm gonna want to chat with Britt soon. All right, so what's up, boys?
We were talking about you were going to give me the rules for this Amulet of Healing Retribution. You were going to give me the rules on these iron bands that I don't have anymore. So do we even want to do the iron bands? My birthday gift is long gone on the prince's body.
Oh yeah, that was unfortunately kind of left on him. Funny thing about that, I wonder if he can get them off. Oh, it doesn't matter. He's dead. Never mind. I was just thinking, in case you fought him again, you could just say the word. Oh, he's dead anyways. Doesn't matter. But, it's something that's trackable. What? Anyways, so, the bands don't matter anymore. You can leave them as a note, but that doesn't matter. And what was the other question you asked?
I have that Amulet of Healing Retribution that I can attune to, and you said it works. I can use it a number of times, and I can either sacrifice my health to give to somebody else, or
the retributive healing.
Yeah,
gotcha. Give me 1 second. I'll get you that answer.
I never wrote down the rules for that.
I can get you that answer in a minute. Okay.
I think it's like 3 times per long rest or short rest or something. I don't remember what you said.
Okay, so the way this works in Pathfinder, no, sorry, I'm not trying to imagine this in D&D. It's a throat item. It's a swift action. When you activate this amulet, your next effect you use at the end of your turn. So it's if you use an action that heals someone else, you also heal.
That's not what you had told me.
Hold on. But that's one of the two things. Like if you heal somebody else, it heals you. This is the old version. So what did I tell you? Because I modified it for this campaign. It does
that I can sacrifice my health.
Yep, that's the second thing.
Somebody else.
Yep.
And then the other one was if I damage somebody, I can take that some healing.
The way I flipped it was if you do necrotic, specifically necrotic damage to somebody else, you can activate this as a reaction to heal yourself. So if you injure somebody with necrotic, you can activate this as a reaction to heal the same amount of damage that they're hurt. So instead of like just burning away, it actually kind of channels it from them into you, right? And then the other option, and the other thing was you can harm yourself. Dealing necrotic to yourself cannot be resisted with resistance, otherwise it also reduces the amount that they heal. You can harm yourself with necrotic and channel that as positive energy into them. So when you do the necrotic, it cannot be the source of the necrotic. You have to have another source that does the damage, which can be small, like something like your shield, or grand if you have something like a spell that does it, right? And then the harm yourself to heal them, that's actually a flat number, and that's actually a 2d6. It would hurt you and heal them 2d6 damage. And that can be used a total of 3 times per day, either way. Just total of 3 times a day for whichever effect you choose to do. The hurt you to heal them, by the way, is a bonus action. So you could actually hurt yourself and heal them as bonus action while still having your movement standard.
You might need to type this out for me because I can't keep up with everything here.
So the best thing to do is
type it.
The best thing to do: bonus action, suffer 2d6, heal 2d6, and then the other one. Tell me when you're ready. So what's up,
Has
chat?
your bot always done that?
What?
If you type !D20, whatever word you put after it,
Yeah,
it says
unfortunately.
person rolling.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that, but for some reason it does. I have no idea why.
How long has it been doing that for? I just noticed.
I noticed it during I think a different Aurorum game about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks
Oh.
ago.
Yeah, the LI one works. So maybe copy the code over from that.
No, because that one works off of Nightbot. This one works off of Chatbot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I also have Chatbot for LI now, but the only way Chatbot works now is if I use this garbage old computer I bought back in 2010, 11. And mind you, I bought it off of Newegg, so you know it's trash.
All right,
Because it was like
got
$400 on Newegg back in 2011.
Got past the bonus action.
Okay, so bonus action, suffer 2d6 to heal 2d6, and then reaction, heal amount of necrotic damage dealt. Yeah, I'll show you the computer. Hold on, I just have to unplug it and unhardline it. Because so many buttons on it are broken that you can't even use the wireless antenna on it anymore, because you can't press the button to actually turn the wireless antenna back on. So it's this trash old thing right here. It's a small.
Why do you have to use that?
It's a Windows 7 Intel i3. It's Inspiron. What'd you say?
Why do you have to use that one?
Because to log into Streamlabs chatbot, you can only do so from a PC. You can't do so from a Mac. It's not supported by Mac. My PC, the one I'm streaming on right now, is for Daelric, because I stream this way several times a week, and so I use it every time. But for me to switch from Daelric to Lost Initiative, I have to plug in 2 different passwords and reauthorize and redo this. And it literally takes about 10 minutes to get authorized, which is super frustrating every time I switch back and forth on Wednesday. Whereas if I just have any other PC, it's the only other PC in the house because I have 2 MacBooks, a streaming desktop, and iMac.
I gotcha. Okay.
So that's what I need this for. So I'm eventually going to, I don't know. My goal is by the end of the year to buy a new laptop. Which I'm trying to decide if the newest version of iMac is of MacBook Pro is going to be enough to handle basic streaming, D&D streaming, because how souped up it is compared to typical Macs, or if I really should just buy myself a like $3,000 laptop. That way, when I go on the road, like if I'm going somewhere, I'm not like struggling to get the job done. You know. Oh, thanks Tyler for the raid. That way
Sorry,
I'm
I've
not
been way behind on stuff.
Yeah, you're good. That way I'm not struggling to stream when I'm on like vacation and stuff, because I want to be able to like bring it with me and have fun and do little updates and stuff like that. So besides, if this ever does become the only full-time thing I do, I need to be able to have the ability to like make more content. So, but I won't lie, I like writing the most on a MacBook. Like it feels the most comfortable if I'm like typing a lot of stuff out. I haven't found a PC yet who has like that I enjoy typing on. So,
Rena, did you tweet yet?
Oh, I'm sorry. I can.
she's still woozy. No,
You're right.
The that and
I'm glad you're okay though, Rena.
So many laptops now are touchscreen, and I'm sorry, but
Did
that
you tweet
bugs me
that?
out.
I didn't tweet.
Oh, I will.
I always retweet somebody's tweet.
Okay.
All right, so we got that. The iron bands, I'm sure you have that information written down somewhere. It would be good to have as a side note, but I'm not worried about putting it on my sheet right now.
It doesn't matter right now.
And then the rest of it is just the level up.
Roz, that's easier said than done. When it comes to touchscreens on laptops, if you let's say you walked into a Best Buy, which yes, I know there's a million other options including on the internet, but let's say you just walked into a Best Buy, almost every laptop there is a touchscreen that isn't a Mac. That's just the way it goes. And if you even just went on to like Dell or any of the other companies' sites, almost every one of them are touchscreens. It doesn't know what Best Buy is. Don't worry about it. Don't buy electronics there. They're overpriced. So anyways, back to you boys. Let's do the level up. You guys want to do the level up?
Okay.
Yeah, Scott.
Mine is
I have
like
a Winifred's
one thing,
Wisdom. Can I use
and
that
it's
for
already
my
done.
hit dice?
You guys said so much at once. I have no idea what that was.
Rena already leveled up.
How'd you already level up? While I was talking so much?
It's literally just one thing. I get Indomitable,
Yep.
which allows me to reroll failed saving throws.
I have to look and see what it is. Go ahead, Tyler.
I have Winifred's Wisdom from last session. Can I use that for my hit die?
No.
You dick.
Yes. Yes, I am. I'm looking at fighter for you right now. You're probably correct, but what level are you, Rena?
Level 9.
Nine.
Oh,
You just
also
did
your proficiency bonus went up as well, Rena.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah, just on
automatic.
its own.
The sheet does that automatically.
No, I know, but that's huge. That means all of your chance to hit, your skill checks, all that shit. If anything's doubled, that's big. Otherwise, that's huge for you, Rena.
Does it? Oh, it does it automatically. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, that's a pretty exciting one. Let's see.
And then I just have to roll a hit die, and
Hey,
that's it.
not bad. I rolled a 7, so that's 9.
you learn
HP.
2 more maneuvers next level, Rena.
Yes.
No new superiority die. Nothing there. Nothing there. Level 7, you
wanted
get
to get
that.
to
Level
that
7.
10,
Level
but-
7.
I'll take 1 from Max on that hit die. You know what? I didn't even need my Winifred's
And
Wisdom.
D10s.
Fine.
And you go up to D10s next level, Rena. From D8s. That's exciting. All right, cool.
Ooh.
And did you roll your health points, Rena?
Not yet. I can.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead? Tyler rolled a 7 out of 8, so that's pretty solid. No, hey, somebody want to mess with Tyler and make him re-roll? Rena rolled a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. Don't you dare mess with us. We'll take those.
Couple of 9s, huh?
Can I use my Winifred's Wisdom just to get 1 more HP? Because it'll make it an 80 instead of a 79.
How about you just deal with it? Forever.
I can't.
you stay
So your number, your number is
79 till
your
the
number
end
is
of time.
79.
My food's here. I'm gonna go get that.
Chat. With yays or nays in chat, can Tyler use his Winifred's Wisdom to round his health points up to 80 from 79? It's a yays or nays in chat. Also, in case you didn't see from previous streams, I was able to, for people of certain tiers, I shuffled around the emotes, like Brit Ugg is available for everybody who's a subscriber, so cool there. Also, if you happen to be people that have supported to a certain amount of bit tier, there's a bunch more emotes that are available for you guys there too. I already poked an artist. I'm seeing if they want to poke back. Trying to get a whole bunch more emotes working for the channel. Professionally done instead of maybe me just like writing a word.
Steve, you don't get to say nay
So what
twice. Messy, get out of here. You're fired.
Yeah, I see 1 yes, 2 yeses, 3 yeses, 4
Let me give you a
yeses.
hypothetical.
5 yeses.
No, so Hi Tyler doesn't count as a yes.
No, I'm counting. Roz said yes.
1 nay.
Naga said yes.
2
Kylie
nays,
said yes.
3
Potato said
nays,
yes. And
4
Githing
nays.
said yes.
That's a lot of you can't the minimum is a I have to say that the yeses outnumber the nays. Tyler, you get to get 1 more health point.
Cool. Worth it for that Winifred's Wisdom.
Cool. Thanks, chat. All right.
Let me give you a hypothetical, Chad. A hypothetical you just now have created a possibility for. Tyler takes a total of 79 damage. That would have put him down. Now he's at 1. Now he can move at full speed. He can attack. He can help his friends. Do you really want Tyler to be able to help his friends?
No, Tyler's
That's my
awful.
case.
Oh.
If anyone wants to rescind their yay, do it now, please.
Also, I officially no longer am like Steve. I no longer like John. I no longer like Alpaca. You're all dead to me.
Cool. Well, now that Tyler's alienated the whole community, do you guys want to trump card Tyler specifically? Just kidding. All right, so why don't you guys allow Messi to roll his health points? Rena, what's your total now? Rena's at 84?
84.
Also, why does it say
Rita,
Elijah
do you still have-
underneath?
No, 80.
I just
That's
gotta
before I
fix it.
changed it.
He'll fix it.
Oh, gotcha, Roz. That makes sense.
That's before I changed it. So I'm at 97.
She had 97. Chat, Rena wants to re-roll so she have 2 less health points so she could be at a clean 95.
No, I don't.
Yeah, she totally wants that.
No, I like odd numbers.
Rena, you are an odd number. Rena wants 4 more so she could be a Dalmatian.
No,
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm so upset that I
Gucci.
accidentally sent to you that there's a grinder.
I'm
that
sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm such an asshole.
I
I
was
was
like-
been like,
I was like,
oh, okay.
you'd be like, why is this
waited.
box so big? And be like, oh my God. And I was
I'll
like,
still,
damn it.
I'll still be surprised.
Yeah, so surprised.
That's why you just type out the dang tracking number, Scott.
It was just so much easier. I was literally trying to go get lunch at the same time that I shipped it. And the line in there was obnoxiously long, and I was on the phone with my dad, so I was the guy in line on the phone. And it was super awkward too, because my dad was specifically asking me about like streaming stuff. So like I'm answering questions to him that both sides would be confusing to the average person, but definitely more so when you're just hearing it from me. I'm talking about things that just like make no sense. Yeah,
Like,
it was
what?
just, yeah, it was weird.
I
He's
mean,
like-
in all honesty, Scott, it's easier for the person receiving it if you just type the code than sending them a picture.
You're
Yeah,
receiving.
but you know, just
You're
wanted.
selfish. I
But
get it.
hopefully the thing just arrives when it's supposed to, and she doesn't have to track it in the future. So,
Should
I
be
always track
fine. Yeah.
packages, even if they're gonna arrive on time.
all right. Anyways, also I thought it'd be funny that I put the name on there as Rena the Destroyer.
I saw that. I was like, oh my God, that's so funny.
I sent it to the person
I was like, you know what
working
my
at
name
UPS, and the guy looked at me, and I was like, "It's an online name," and he's like YouTube, and I was
like
like,
YouTube?
"Yeah," and he was like, "Okay."
Oh no. He's like, weird, but all right.
I
should
more
send
wanted the
something
person
to
that
somebody's
delivers
PO
to your
box.
house to be like, Rena the what?
Who? The who? They're gonna find me out, Scott.
Yep.
All
Oh,
right.
I don't know. my
Potato, let
neighbors.
me
your
explain to you why I
UPS
don't
driver
use
is
a
going to
pizza
start
cutter.
following you.
For one, you dirty
Oh,
an
no.
extra
Better not.
dish. That's completely unnecessary. Part 2, you do lose some of the pizza and sauce and cheese and all that stuff onto the pizza cutter.
So funny.
This is the most efficient way to eat a pizza. You get more in your belly, and you don't dirty another dish.
Ooh.
Yeah, but crumbs still fall by the wayside when you cut a pizza if you cook your crust properly.
I like Steve. He's like, first time.
I know. Thanks, Steve.
It
Steve,
drives us all crazy, Steve.
look at that. My heart burns for
Normal. All right, here's another thing, Belita. Normal is
Hey,
a
Scott, can we
complete
take away
utter
1
social
HP from
construct
Tyler?
that everybody seems to agree to, but nobody actually understands and can quantify. So being normal does not exist. There is no actual normalcy.
you. Uh-oh, Tesh here. Run, hide. Tesh, don't tell them that all of the characters are dying, that we're doing a purge of Aurorum.
Gosh, what the hell, man?
Listen, there was a vote, and the community wants me to end all of my campaigns so I could simultaneously only play Mass Effect when it gets re-released in a few days and run a Mass Effect campaign again.
It is not
Damn.
less efficient to eat. Time
I
from
don't.
item being cooked to mouth is less. Also, you're still eating it at the same
God,
rate.
can we please
despite-
take 1 HP away from him? I really want to do it right now.
I mean, I can't just remove health points from a character sheet. That's
Like, you don't have the ability to, or like it's like not within your moral code.
I'm not sure if it's ethical for me to do such things.
Chad, what do you think? I want some yays if you think it's ethical.
Tyler's
Some
where
nays
he's
if you think
supposed to
it's
be.
not.
The bite's the same size, Snaga.
Tyler's exactly where he's supposed to be. 77 health points. That's where he's supposed to be.
No. Get out of here.
All right.
It's not ethical, but it's the right thing to do.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so true.
John, you're awesome. Everybody give John a high five, please. Toss John a high five.
These are just
In a
people that
pandemic?
are upset that I'm smarter than them.
All right, now we really got to do it. You alienated the audience. Now they're turning against you and your pizza eating habits.
You want to verbally fight Tyler, Joey? We don't want to see that slaughter. All right, so Rena, need huge pizza eating emote.
I already have that.
Yeah, I was like, Tyler has that for his channel already. It's
Yes, sir,
two
he's
separate
got one.
emotes. All right, so we still haven't had Messi roll for his health points. Why is he useless?
I'm already level 9.
Messi, yeah, Messi isn't leveling up.
Oh yeah.
The big
Yeah.
level up is really me because I get a new invocation. And this is
Yeah,
where
but that's
things
cool.
get
I've already waited an hour, so I'm not opposed to sitting here and continuing to wait. I just wish
Hey
you
guys,
guys would actually
Messi's
start doing
at
it. Would be
74
nice.
health. Don't you think what we should do? Because Tyler was missing 1 HP from 80, and Rena's missing 3 from 100. Should we take 4 health points from from Messi's character to bring him down to clean 70, and now 3 to go to
It
Rena
should be
and 1 to go to
32
Tyler,
plus
so that
45.
we can get where it's supposed
So
to
it should be 77. How to get to 74?
You've
Scott?
been at 74 the whole time.
No,
Yeah,
no.
74 the whole time.
You're gaslighting me.
I'm not. I didn't touch your character sheet. It says 74.
I was at. This was the average. Are you looking at my sheet right now?
Now it's a 66, and no, I'm looking at your
Yeah,
token.
that was the average. Was the 66.
Yeah.
But I had on Yondisley Boomer, I was up 8 from average.
Mm-hmm.
So 8 plus 66. Oh no, that is 74. Wait, hold on. So it's not up 8 from average. Oh, it's 32. So yeah, it is 74, I think. Or would it be 75?
It's 74. I didn't touch it, man. I'm just looking at the token. I don't even have your sheet open.
Yeah, hold on. I'm fixing my math. 45 plus. No, it's 45 plus 32 because it's 6 plus the third level. Wait, hold on. Did I do my third level wrong? Because I know my old sheet.
All right,
was
that's
wrong.
it. You just remove 5 from your character sheet. Just remove 5 health points.
No, I don't want to go to 69.
Whoa. Why
Hold on.
not?
He already watched that happen in that brothel.
I was at 32 at level 3. So I was up 8 from average. Man, that's crazy. How was I up 8 from average? Because I only rolled twice. So highest I could have been is 26. Hold on, I gotta redo all my math. Don't worry about me.
It's 74, man. 74. Anyways, so Rena. Oh, sorry, Tyler. What else did your character? Because what level did you go up at? What class?
Warlock, level
So you did not gain an archetype in fighter. You just went one more in warlock.
No,
Oh,
because
'cause my
we never got to
con
that
modifier
point.
was
We
up.
talked about
That's
that.
why.
So you became level 7 warlock,
Mm-hmm.
which means you got access to 4th level spells.
4th level spells.
Yep. And 1 more invocation.
Correct.
What
Which-
invocation or what spell did you gain?
Well, I can change my
That's
invocations.
why.
This is the fun thing. So, I wanted to talk to you about this,
Yeah.
about how Trickster's Escape would work.
Trickster's
It is
Escape.
74.
Give me 1 moment.
Because we had talked about this with fighting Lopers.
1 moment. I'm loading it. You gain extra casting of freedom of movement. What? Wait, what?
I get to free
Wait,
cast
what?
freedom of movement.
Somebody. This is really what?
What?
Trickster. Wait. Trick. Escape 5e. This apparently I'm looking at a terrible. Somebody described it poorly. All right, here we go. It says you cast freedom of movement once on yourself without expending a spell slot. You regain the ability to do so when you finish the log. So it's more or less just 1 casting of freedom of movement.
No, it's one. It's not one time period.
It's 1 time per long rest.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, obviously not 1 time ever. That'd be really dumb.
I thought it was at will.
No, but at will? No, that'd be really powerful.
Anyway,
That'd be like insanely powerful.
with how it affects with Loper spells, that's my question.
I mean,
Because the other things I'm looking at,
you're
are
you're
actually a lot less.
asking about like would it stop them from affecting you with things like the telekinesis that you just had to deal with?
like slow time and
And I told you your character is specifically designed for fighting that kind of stuff, so it would aid you against those things as well. Yes, Whereas like a normal wizard casting that, it would not be able to aid them, aside from in like the obvious sense, you know?
Okay. The other thing I was thinking of.
Was it me, Tyler?
Was-
Were you thinking of me? Because I was thinking about that tie throw. I won't lie. I was at work and I totally had headphones in, and I was listening to that introduction, and I'm like, "What is he rambling on?" This is today. I was like, "What is he rambling on about?" Because I was even looking at my phone. I was like, "What is he talking about?" I look at it. I'm like, "Why is it a black screen?" I was just still listening and listening, and I was like, "Oh no, what is he doing?" And then I picked it up, and it had already come into view, and I was like, "Yes!" Ah! And so I may have stopped watching at like a minute and like 20 seconds. I didn't finish the video because I immediately went and started messaging in Regicide, and I text Brittany and stuff like that. So, let's see. Hold on. Let me tell you what Brittany's response was. She said, "Oh my God, no, this isn't real, is it?" And I said, "Afraid to be that titillated."
It's real. It's real.
Oh, of course it is.
Might
I
exist.
checked the link first. First thing I did was Google the link. I was like, onlyfans.com/Tyfro. Enter. Wait. Oh God, this website's so slow. Wait. Yes!
And you were doing that when he was leveling?
Well, with Tyler, he's always leveling up, if you know what I'm saying. Githans,
Okay.
yeah, I almost subbed to it. Almost. Excuse me.
It actually is real. I'm posting content throughout
Excuse me.
April.
You added one too many words into that line there, Githane, and I'll let you guess which one it was.
It's the almost.
It's the almost.
Oh, or is it the subbed?
I
It's gonna
almost.
be almost to it, lol.
Oh, in which case that could be like a
Like
couple.
he's almost there, if that makes sense.
Whoa.
You need to send. That means you just got to. I got to drop the YouTube link up in here.
Oh, it was the lol. Oh, okay. He really wasn't laughing when he typed that.
Oh, that's sad. What did I say inside Regicide? I thought it was funny. I think I'm funny. That's all that matters.
I laughed at it.
Ah, that's right. So I posted the link. It said, "Shall I quench my thirst?" Messy responded, and I said, "Listen, I was so confused listening to the YouTube video. Then, bam, wet pants. It was crazy."
Yeah, I read the part about you coming in your pants, and then I put my phone down.
You were like, "I need to save this for later."
Oh, I'm not a mod
I was
anymore.
like, cool.
That's why I can't post.
Oh, sorry, Tyler. Let me mod you. That was the wrong button.
What'd you do? You timed him out.
That
That's the wrong button.
that was the wrong button.
Wow, really talking about the video, but then you won't share the link. Somebody really wants that.
You're now a moderator.
Are you still timed out?
Nice, good.
Wow, wow.
Go in the
Nudes in
hole
chat.
for emergencies.
What?
It's funny.
There's no lewds, Joy. Not yet.
No, click that link and you just might be surprised what you find. Let's just say it's really bushy. Read out. You got a hair.
Hey, doesn't this
Any
breadstick
food?
kind of look like a potato? Hey, check this out.
Anyway, Scott, I'm looking at that invocation, which is
Does
Trickster's
that kind of look like a
Escape.
long potato?
I'm
Like a
looking
little
at-
bit? Like,
Kind
that's the
of.
other side. Looks good, but like the bottom kind of looks like a potato.
It's a
I'm
weird
looking at
breadstick
Hex
for sure.
Relentless.
That's the thumbnail. You can clip that one,
Relentless
Scott,
Hex.
if you want.
All potato.
Okay.
Or breadstick, question mark. Trigger warning,
The
emotional.
only thing with Relentless Hex, it allows
Don't
me
say-
to free bonus action teleport.
Hold on,
without using a
hold on.
spell slot.
Your curse creates a temporary bond between you and your target. As a bonus action, you can magically teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see within 5 feet
It
of the
does.
target. Cause just hex with curse. Okay, cool. So the cool thing is it's not limited. As long as you have somebody hexed or cursed, you can teleport as much as you'd like, which is nice because it gives you a lot more of your little teleportation around. I actually kind of like the idea of you being able to do that sort of a thing. I think that's way
It's
more
got
useful
spuds
than
in
the,
it.
The
than
only
the other
thing
one.
is you have to be able to see.
Oh, taste the roots.
And you have to be within 30 feet of them.
Yeah.
Because you have to be, or sorry, 35 feet of them, because you have to be able to teleport adjacent to them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still pretty freaking good. Is there anything else you could add on top of your sorty, cutty, slashy ability?
Hexblade's Curse.
No, the like the Hunger Blade. I thought there was an additional one you could add on top of that.
There's
I-
only Thirsting Blade. That's
Nah, there's something else too. I'm not wrong. Am I, Joey? I'm not crazy, am I? I know you used to have improved pack weapon, but you got rid of it because you had the other weapon there.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought
I mean,
there
that's
was
basically
something
what
else.
this is.
There's Eldritch
Miss
Smite,
Viscera.
but it takes a spell
That's all
slot.
it is.
What does that do?
You can expend a Warlock spell slot to deal an extra 1d8 force damage to the target, plus another 1d8 per level of the spell slot. And you knock the
That's
target
just
prone
smite.
if it's huge or smaller, but you use a spell slot, and I only have 2 spell slots.
Oh,
You guys listen to that new Lil Nas X song?
I mean, it would be 4d8 force that I would be doing because I'd be at 4th level spell slot, but
huh. How about Arcane Gunslinger? Yeah.
Hey, Tesh. How you doing, man? How's your games going? How's your Aurorum games going? You doing well? Hope your character got some cool items recently.
Actually, he's
That'd be
pretty,
awesome.
He's
Or
pretty,
like a new level.
He's pretty excited about his character. He's pretty excited about his character. Oh, Life Drinker.
Yeah,
but that
did
requires you
something
to be
cool happen?
12th level. That's what it is.
Mhm.
It actually does extra necrotic damage equals your charisma modifier with Life Drinker, but that's... And Superior is not worth it for you.
Yep.
Thirsty, you already are. I mean, half.
White pizza.
The other thing I
pizza's
was looking
pretty
at
good.
is one with the shadows. It would be my way of not having to have, because I can change all of my things. I could possibly drop Mask of Many Faces,
Whoa.
although that ruins the acting thing. But I would then be able to grab one with the shadows and Trickster's Escape, and then use my spell slot and change up my spells to be able to cast Darkness. And basically be invisible whenever the hell
That's
I
a
want.
thumbnail for you. Here you go.
Darkness is... You're talking about one with shadows, not Shroud of Shadow, correct?
Flip that one.
Correct. One with the shadows.
Because Shroud of Shadow is invisibility at will, but that's at 15th
No,
level.
one with the shadows. When you're in an area, dim light or darkness, you can use your. This is an invocation.
Tyler,
One with the shadows.
can you look at Sculptor of Flesh?
It's a polymorph. I know what it is.
Okay. Yeah,
But
that doesn't tickle
honestly-
your pickle?
No, because it's just Mask of Many Faces, except you have to do a polymorph spell.
Gotcha. Well, so one with shadows works, but again, it requires that dim light or darkness. And
Which
it's
is
not,
why I could then pick up the spell Darkness.
yeah, but darkness people are already pretty much blinded in there anyways, right? So it's more useful if you're dealing with like oftentimes in areas of dim light or moving around at nighttime and stuff like that, which don't get me wrong, it's certainly beneficial for you. And it's certainly beneficial for Messy, who's a sneaky boy. But for Rena, I mean, she is a parent, so she does have, low light vision or dark vision, whatever how it's called. But still not the best for Rena Bina,
Well, yeah, I'm thinking just from an individual character standpoint, because this is an opportunity to for Ophios to come out from being just always hiding his face.
Ooh, did you look at Maddening Hex?
I looked at Maddening Hex, and again,
You can do that every round as a bonus action, can't you?
yeah, but it's only 4 damage.
But it's 4 damage, no save every round as a bonus action. And it's not just one person, it's also anybody adjacent to them, which, by the way, probably won't be many. But nonetheless, that's a ping of 4 damage every round as a bonus action. Do you do your Why are you so loud, Messi?
I don't know. You turn.
Do you use your bonus action consistently for anything?
I mean, I have spells that use my bonus action, stuff like that. Because the biggest thing for me is there's so many spells that I don't use. Like, I don't use Hex at all. Hex is almost completely useless.
Well, this would enhance Hex, right? And
Right.
Hex is far from useless. It's 1d6 extra damage every time you
It's-
smash somebody.
Yeah, it's 1d6 in a grand scheme of things.
Is a lot.
Is small.
No, what? I think everybody that shows probability like 1d6, and that's
But you're
every time
talking-
you hit.
You're talking about compared to the other spells that I have. Hex feels very useless.
Well, Hex is 1d6 over every time you attack them. So if you attack twice a round, let's say you hit once a round, let's say you hit 5 times, it's 5d6 damage extra. What spell do you have that can consistently deal that much extra damage?
But no, you're talking about I only have 2 spell slots. It uses one of my spell slots, which then removes all of my ability to teleport, because or if I do that, then I use basically, because it takes that spell slot. To me, it is not worth the spell slot. It works well outside of battle, but it's different.
I mean, Hex is a little bit of niftiness outside of battle, but mostly in battle, it's a bonus action which effectively doesn't affect
but
you.
But Armor of Agathis is better. It's going to do more damage when people hit me, and it protects me. Being able to teleport,
Armor of
especially my
Agathis
Necrotic
is
Rift.
insane. I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, and then I have Necrotic Rift now, and I have Misty Step, both of which are huge for getting out of hairy situations.
So many choices, not enough time. I agree with you.
But then it basically removes, I have Hellish Rebuke for when I get hit, I can hit somebody back.
Yeah.
It's almost...
See, the thing that
one
Tesha's
thing I hate
saying
about
is
the
the
Warlock
thing
you have
about
limited free.
Hex is you can transfer it to other targets.
I understand that.
And that's
But
a big thing.
it also is a bonus action thing, which Hexblade's Curse is a bonus action. I can't do both on the same turn.
Yeah, you ping 1/1 and ping 1 the next round. Listen, I'm not going to tell you have to get it. I'm only arguing that it's not powerful. I'm not arguing you should consistently use it. I'm just arguing that it's not powerful. Switch out the spell. When you level up, you have the option to switch out your spells. So definitely
and that's
do
what
it.
I'm talking about, is talking about switching out spells.
Yeah, go ahead,
We
man.
talked about doing hallucinatory terrain, which I think is great. I also was looking at Magic Circle, which was interesting.
Magic Circle can definitely be interesting.
What?
Magic Circle can definitely be interesting.
Because I can basically trap somebody or keep them from getting to us for a moment.
I won't lie. I also like the idea of Cloak of Flies for you. It won't be flies. You would describe it as something else.
Intimidation checks.
Keep going. So as a bonus action, Auric sends
Poison
5
damage
feet.
equal to charisma.
Yep. Any other creature that starts its turn in the area takes poison damage equals a charisma. So that's poison damage. It's 4 around while they're adjacent to you. And again, there's no saves or anything. It just happens. And then you also have a big boon on intimidation. So it's useful inside of and outside of combat.
I mean, I already have a boon on intimidation because of if I show my face, but
This is without you having to reveal what you are, just showing your innate power.
it doesn't appeal to me. Though.
Hunger of Hadar. Let me check that one out, Joey. Thank you, sir. That's Joey, right? Yeah. Joey, it's funny. Your text.
The only issue with Hunger of Hadar is I'm pretty sure it still hits your teammates.
1 second. Let me just check. Okay, why can't I find it? Because I don't know my alphabet. That's why. That's not why. Why can't I find it? Grasp of Hadar, improved pack. Where the hell's hunger? All right. Hunger. I can't find the word hunger. It's not on the page that I'm looking at. Let me go over to a different reference. Because apparently it doesn't want to be here. Where's Warlock Invocations?
The other one I was looking at was Shadow of Moil, but I'm not that great on it. Big on that. Everything at 4th level is all concentration, pretty much. Except for Blight.
What the hell's Hunger of Hadar? Is it a spell?
It's a spell.
Oh, I'm looking for the invocation Hunger of Hadar. Jesus Christ. It's because it's a spell. Anyways, Joe, yeah, the color of your font on Streamlabs Night View, it's like not even, it like hurts your eyes and how it doesn't work.
It's a 3rd level spell that requires concentration.
Here works
Open a
better.
gateway to the dark between the stars, a region infested with unnamed horrors. 20-foot radius, sphere of blackness and bitter cold appears, centered on a point within range and lasting for the duration. This void is filled with a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises. No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate from the area, and creatures fully within the area are blinded. The void creates a warp in the fabric of space. An area is difficult terrain. Any creature that starts in the area takes 2d6 cold damage. Any creature that ends in the area must succeed on a dex throw or take 2d6 acid as milky, underworldly tentacles rub against them.
I mean,
It's basically a hentai spell.
yeah, I mean, I was going to say that sounds hentai hot. I mean, Rena just looked up like, excuse me, get that spell, please.
Suddenly I'm listening.
Yeah.
What are you
It's a
talking
third
about?
level
I heard about the fun that Neil was having on Wednesday, and I just thought,
Oh, hell.
you can flumph me, baby. Rena, in case you don't know, a flumph is an actual thing.
Yep, I know.
Okay.
It's a, yep.
So that wasn't an innuendo. It's an actual thing.
Oh, no. I know. Tesh killed a bunch of them.
Tesh is a terrible person.
It was an accident. Kind of.
Totally an accident.
I'm sorry, Tesh.
Yeah.
That's how I know what they are.
Well, you know, he's Australian. You can't expect much from him.
No.
Yeah. Ross, you're like weeks behind. I'm sorry that you're slow. Okay.
Sickening Radiance was one I was looking at.
Also, Ross, we might be lying a whole bunch.
Because it creates exhaustion. So it's dim greenish light spreads 30-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range. The light spread and it's around corners and it lasts until the spell ends. When the creature moves into the spell area for the first time, it must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 4d10 radiant damage, and it suffers 1 level of exhaustion. And emits a greenish light in a 5-foot radius. The light makes it impossible for the creature to benefit from being invisible. The only thing is it's all or nothing. So if they make the save, they're fine. I don't know. It's one of those things that like I kind of wanted to talk before we got on stream, but
No. Let's talk about it on here. Like, this is the level up session, right? So, Tyler, you so what invocations do you currently have that are locked in, not touched, not changing?
Eldridge Sight, which is the spell
Magic,
one,
yep.
and it sounds like I'm gonna keep Mask of Many Faces.
So that you can keep hiding yourself. Yep.
Yeah. So those are the two.
So use
Unless-
2 more that you're looking. Oh, and Thirsting Blade.
What?
And Thirsting Blade.
Well, Thirsting Blade. Yeah, Thirsting Blade is definitely not going.
Okay, so that means you have 1 open slot.
Well, I'm open to the idea of removing Mask of Many Faces if there's something else like that.
You removed that
combo,
once
which is why I was
before, and we had to give you a cloak, a hood thing, and it didn't work
Yeah,
out so
so
well,
I
which is
think
why
I'm
you
gonna
brought it
keep
back.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I still have that hood. Which Rena, that there's going to be some RP. I'm going to give you that hood.
Ooh, she looked like a snake. Yes, I'm Theophiosis. That's just looking for
It
us.
does not turn her
It's
into
any
a snake.
it's just any disguise.
He's like, pardon. I don't sound like that. And she's like, are you sure? Again, I still think Cloak of Flies sounds pretty cool because it has benefit
really
in
don't
and
like it.
out of. Really? Well, again, don't think flies. Don't think flies.
Even then, I still don't like it.
Okay, then never mind. Chat suggestions for Tyler for an invocation. He's only level
Like, to me,
7,
the
mind
one
you.
that makes sense if we were going just straight and I'm not changing a bunch. It's just Trickster's Escape.
Relentless Hex.
The only thing with Relentless Hex is like having to be able to see them. I guess it's the same as being able to see, because then I can remove my Misty Step and get a different spell.
I mean, Misty Step allows you to go away or elsewhere or so on and so forth. Relentless means you can only go to that one target. So I would not
Right,
get rid
but
of Misty
if
Step.
I'm trying to escape, then why would I use that one as opposed to the one that does damage and get away?
Zalamos, Zalamos, that's not an invocation. But nice try. You definitely, my personal opinion, I like options. I'd keep both. Personally.
Okay.
But that you do you, man. But you've used Misty Step so many times, and this just allows you to stop people from being able to get away, or to help you get closer to them and whatnot.
Which to me, that allows me to basically Misty Step without using Misty Step to get right next to him.
Correct. But it also means that you can Misty Step without using a spell.
Correct. But that's what I'm saying, is right next to him without using the spell slot. The difference is Trickster's Escape. If I'm fighting Lopers and if it helps in their terrain, that's going to be far more useful, especially if we get arrested, or especially if I'm looking like somebody else, you know.
Dude, freedom of movement
That seems
is
more
very
useful than the
valuable.
teleport thing. What?
It lasts for up to an hour too, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
no
free for
no
now.
no concentration either. So I mean, I won't
Yeah.
lie. Like when you brought that one up beforehand, I thought that was pretty baller. So I mean, I still think. Look at this. You can also spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from non-magical restraints such as manacles or
Yep.
or a creature that has it grappled. Finally,
Yep.
being underwater imposes no penalties on the target's movement and whatnot. Like that's
And attacks. Yep.
like
It's very useful.
that's yeah. To me, it's useful. I think
Especially
that
with
I
the
think that's a
focus.
top tier one because you hate it when your character is constantly being constrained. You as a PC don't like having control removed from your character. It frustrates you. This is a way of removing my ability to remove control from you, which is a good thing.
Are
Like-
you calling back to the episode I got insanely frustrated?
No,
I was getting frustrated.
some people have no qualms with narrative being taken away for temporarily for reasons XYZ, right? But some people, it's like it breaks the entertainment of the game for them. You know what I mean? So, I one time had a campaign literally end because I won't say any names or anything. It was pre-streaming, or at least it wasn't on stream. But there was a portion where we played every week, but between the sessions, there was a portion where we would do stuff narratively through like text space, narratively back and forth between the actual RP sessions. And at one point in time, I just because like we've been playing these characters for over a year, I was like, oh, da 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 da, and more or less when you walk into the room, you see da da da, and you react like this, and then blah blah blah. And mind you, I did not suggest anything that was outside of the characters. What would be normal for the character. Did not put them in a disadvantage. Did not put them in a this that. But the fact that because like I had this like 7 or 8 paragraphs that I wrote, and I at the beginning of the second paragraph suggested how their character would have reacted immediately walking in, to allow me to write the other 5 paragraphs without having to wait for a response. That person was so annoyed by the fact that this one little you seem surprised when you or whatever minor thing it was, that it became like an all-out argument, like a full-blown argument, and the campaign ended because some people just like the idea that even a slight narrative aspect being taken away from them, just never again. And I was like, well, like I said, that campaign ended. So, anyways.
Yo, Spirit Shroud would be an interesting spell to have. But I think hallucinatory terrain, I really like this concept.
Hallucinatory terrain is an amazing spell.
Being able to use that to hide.
Well, it just messes with the people's minds, right? What did you say, Spirit Trap?
I was looking at a bunch of different... Now I'm on spells. Because if we're
Yeah.
going with Trickster's Escape, it's just spells.
Yeah, and you have up to 4th level, right?
Yeah. Which I can also sacrifice spells to get different spells. Like I can get Dimensional Door now.
I don't see Spirit Trap. Let me see. Do I
There's
have
no
all...
Spirit Trap. I
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
saying Spirit Trap.
Oh, what did you say?
It was Spirit Shroud.
A Spirit Shroud, okay. Bonus action, 3rd level. Concentration, mind you. You call for the Shroud of flies intentionally vulnerable until the spell ends. Any attack you make deals an extra 1d4 or 8 damage. Creature you hit within 10 feet of you, the damage is radiant. Spirits are good. Try to get their evil. Any creature in addition. Any creature you choose that you can see that starts its turn within 10 feet of you has its speed reduced by... Dude, you said no to Cloak of Flies, so you're saying yes to Spirit Shroud?
The difference is one is an invocation slot, the other is a spell slot.
Yeah, but one requires a bonus action and requires concentration and takes up a spell slot and does 1d8 damage. The other one is effectively free.
Yeah, but then
Infinitely.
I don't get Trickster's Escape, and it's an invocation. I don't want an invocation. I want my invocation if I'm going to do that. There's better invocations. I had looked at that one. I was like, no.
You said hallucinatory terrain?
Hallucinatory terrain. Yeah, because I can rearrange instead of having 3rd level spells, because there's a few 3rd level spells that are... I don't use that often, but sometimes they're good.
To be
like
clear,
Mind Thrust.
hallucinatory terrain. Do you see the casting time on that?
Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
That's a long time.
It's for planning if we plan ahead.
I'm sorry. So I don't think I understood what you just said. Can you please repeat that?
We have planned ahead before, but then you changed the rules on us and forced us to go somewhere else.
I just want to make sure I understood you. Could you say that just one more time? I want to make sure we're talking about the same party here. That's all.
I technically could take Dimension Door as well.
Yeah, we're the murder hobos. Is that what you want to hear? Cool. And me.
But
Moving
I don't
on.
think Dimension Door is that useful for me.
Thank you, Rena. Oh, you know what's funny is you remember how he said there was only one left in stock for that I-18I8? Guess what? I just refreshed. There's now 9 left in stock.
They do. Yeah, it's a tactic. It's a marketing tactic.
It's so funny. It was such a lie.
It's trying to get you to buy stuff.
But the order on time to get delivered, I have an hour and 25 minutes, so I got to talk to Brittany at some point. But gotta make sure I'm mindful of that. Anyway, so spells again. Messi, you have any opinions on this? You're usually so opinionated.
I think you're confusing me with someone who spells.
Oh, well, A, B, C. C is 1, 2, 3.
What are those? What is ABC? What is that?
What are the choices? Tyler?
There's a lot of spells.
Are there some you're
looking
leaning
at-
towards?
I mean, I'm looking at a lot of them. Dimension Door. I'm trying to avoid concentration. Hallucinatory Terrain. Everything is concentration. Charm Monster is an option, but I don't like that one.
Dimension door wouldn't be like a bad idea, but
I mean,
you just did something for your teleportation, right?
Yeah, he
Your
already
Misty
has
Step.
teleport. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the bonus action one, and then I have the teleport that blows shit up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one's cool.
I'd keep those.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Yeah.
getting rid of those. The ones this is like I have one spell slot I can add, but then I can change stuff up with like Hellish Rebuke, Misty Step. Well, Misty Step I want to keep. Mind Spike and Mind Thrust.
I mean, I won't lie. The Sickening Radiance is pretty sexy.
That's the one I was looking at.
Because it's an action. It's concentration, but it's 10 minutes. And again, creature must succeed its Constitution saving throw or take 4d10 radiant damage, and it suffers exhaustion. That's pretty sexy.
And we're talking a 30-foot radius sphere, so it's 60-foot diameter.
I mean, and the exhaustion stacks, doesn't it?
Yes,
So every round that they're there.
correct.
I mean,
They
you
have to
could
make another
you could
check
literally kill somebody
from exhaustion.
from exhaustion with that. I mean, that's. I mean.
The question is, what would I get rid of to grab that? Well, I could
Well,
just take that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gained a new spell, and it's a 4th level one, which is pretty exciting. By the way, there's one here that's called Systemic Backdoor, and I'm just saying, hey, Messi,
That's a UA thing. You can't use that.
it's actually System Backdoor, not systemic, but I like the idea of it being like a hierarchical structure, almost like a government-established system, just for getting to Messi.
Can someone send me the link?
For Systemic Backdoor?
No, for
It's
the spells,
onlyfans.com/TYFRO, baby.
I got you, Rena. Don't worry.
Thank
He's
you.
gonna send you that link.
Thank you.
I love the fact that's Typhro too.
The reason, you know why?
I don't, but I love it.
OnlyFans.
No,
You need
well,
to leave the
I
OnlyFans.
skimmed it.
You missed the actual joke of the whole thing.
Oh, I mean, I saw the picture. I thought that was awesome. I skimmed it. I was at work, so I was already like testing it just by listening to the.
So
I was like, oh, he has a
the
video.
OnlyFans is entirely focused on my hair.
No, I knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already knew
That's
that.
the joke. Okay. Yeah.
No,
that's why
that's
it's
what-
Typhro.
That's why I made the joke in our secret whole all cast chat that talked about like I was like, I expect a cut of this. I invented the fro. This is my idea.
You didn't say any of that.
In the Aurorum lounge chat.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just being funny. I also added Doxy to make sure she knew, and then made a lewd joke afterwards, which I don't know if she responded to or not. I assume she ignored me.
Because I could also take blight. I could change something to blight. But that also an action.
Summon greater demon. I don't know.
I was thinking about that. I actually thought about that because of the axe. The combo of the axe.
Oh God.
You just summon things out of Rena's axe. Hey Rena, hold on, I gotta summon shit from your axe. Wait a second.
We walked right into that one. What school of magic are you? Is it one? A warlock.
No, he can do any. It's just warlock.
He can do
It's
any
not
of them?
Yeah, he's not
anything
limited.
that's here is I can do in this world.
I won't lie, Ty. My favorite one so far is Sickening Radiance. That one feels good for you. I'm trying to read another one. Hold on, it's just loading slowly. Here we go. Oh, I don't know. I found another one that tickles my pickle too.
Which one?
Aberrant
Light?
Spirit.
Oh, that I was looking at that one too.
So armor class is 11 plus spell level. Health points is equal to the blah blah blah.
Where's that one?
It's Aberrant Spirit.
I don't think it's a warlock spell.
It is. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's summon aberrant spirit.
Yeah, sorry, summon Aberrant Spirit. Yeah. It has multi-attack. Its number of attacks equal to half the spell level, so 2 attacks. As an well, depending on what you summon. I like the Star Spawn. I'm not even sure what a fucking Star Spawn is, but I like
What
the Star
about
Spawn one.
Shadow of Moyle?
I was looking at that one too.
Looks sick.
Which one, Shadow of Moyle? No, but the problem with
Uh,
Shadow of Moyle is it's just another version of what we've already talked about 2 different ways.
It basically hides you.
Yeah.
mean,
But it does.
honestly-
Oh! Necrotic damage.
Yeah,
I
that's
know,
what I was
it's necrotic
saying.
damage. I've been looking at necrotic damage.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, maybe that's what she's saying. But because of the amulet that you have.
Mhm.
Correct.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I'm dummy. Norwu will come after you if you summon any fiends. Don't shh, Vance. Don't worry about it. Vance, don't worry about it.
That was one that Shadow of Moyle I thought would combo if I went with the one with the shadows one as well, but I didn't know because it would make stuff dim light around me.
How dim though? Because
As dim as
we all have rude. We all have dark vision.
Correct, but it's one of those things. The
Magical darkness is different
one with
from
the shadows makes me be able to become invisible in dim light.
While you guys
even
are
if
still
you have
talking about
dark
this,
vision.
I'm just gonna pop upstairs real quick and talk to Brittany real quick about those two.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. So it's an invocation, like where I become invisible in dim light. I'm able to literally become invisible. You wouldn't be able to see me even if you have dark vision. And so Shadow of Moyle does something that's really neat. Is it makes dim light darkness and bright light dim light.
Mm-hmm. Which don't the Lopers, do they do radiant damage?
I don't think so.
I
I
thought
don't
they
know
did.
though. It's usually force. I don't know what Lopers do magic wise. Chat, yeah, no, they
Ooh.
don't, said Snaga.
What about Toll the Dead? I love that one.
Toll of the Dead is that's a cantrip.
Oh, that's right. You can't take that, huh?
I could change a cantrip. I could get rid
Yeah,
of
but-
Green Flame Blade because I don't use it that often, and get Toll of the Dead. But
True.
of
Toll the Dead is pretty sick.
Toll of the Dead is all or nothing.
Let me see. Hold on. I gotta reread it. 2116.
They have to. It's a con
On a
save,
wisdom
and
saving
if,
throw.
If they or a wisdom save, if they succeed, they take no damage. Toll of the Dead is great damage though. I don't really use Green Flame Blade anymore. I could get Toll of the Dead instead. The reason I use Green Flame Blade is as part of an action used to cast a spell, you can make a melee attack with a weapon. So I melee attack, and it basically does fire damage to that creature, and then fire damage to a creature adjacent to it. So if I'm teamed up on, Green Flame Blade becomes useful.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I would necessarily use that now. If I get teamed up on and you guys aren't near me, I can just use Necrotic Rift and say, fuck that, hit all of them.
Just blow them all up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Warlocks don't get Booming Blade. Oh, actually they do. Yeah, they do. I technically could take Booming Blade.
Oh, that's so cool. Did you see negative? I don't even know if you can
Oh,
use
I
this.
I know about the how it affects, how exhaustion affects. I took that spell, by the way. This is about whether I change a spell that I have to something else. Because I technically could change Green Flame Blade to a different cantrip. I could get rid of Hellish Rebuke, which honestly Hellish Rebuke I like because it's a reaction spell that I can use to hit somebody 60 feet away from me. And it does 40-10 fire damage. The ones I'm looking at that I don't necessarily like is like Mind Spike. It's an action. They make a wisdom save. It deals 5d8 psychic on a failed save. Actually, it's going to be... It'll become 68 now.
You can only do level 4 spells.
4th level, yeah.
Oh shoot. Damn.
Yeah, I got fire because it worked well against like those troll hounds and stuff like that. I wanted to have fire for those reasons. You have to understand, like, I'm trying to be versatile for fighting stuff to where it's like fire. I can't. Fly is useless to me. I'm not a fan of the spell Fly. Well, that's why I have Trickster's Escape now, which is freedom of movement. That stuff wouldn't necessarily mess with me. That's so, again.
Damn, there's no really other necrotic spells that you could use other than that one.
Well, there's Blight. If you look at Blight.
Blight, let me see. Why don't I see that on here?
I don't know why you don't. I sent you the link. It's on there. It's a 4th level spell.
I see Beast Bond, Bones of Earth. Bones of
You
the Earth,
have
that's all I see.
your spell stuff is not clicked properly then.
Are we filtering by all?
Filter all,
Uh-huh.
then level cantrip all the way up to level 4 in green, and only warlock in is blue. All of them blue. And it's Blight. I also keep in mind there are extra spells that I can get. If you go to Warlock and go under Hexblade, there's extra spells I can get that I was looking at. If any of these are appealing, chat, I can technically get Phantasmal Killer, Staggering Smite, Blink, Blur, Branding Smite, Wrathful Smite, Shield. The thing is, if you only have 2 spell slots, Blur isn't that helpful. And it's concentration, so it's like I have to choose concentration between concentration. Yeah, Blink is interesting. But again, I struggle with concentration.
Blink
That's
is
not how
cool.
blur works. Blur gives somebody a disadvantage when they try and attack you. You're right. Blink is not concentration, but I don't see the reason why going to that plane would be helpful. It'd be like abandoning my teammates.
Not necessarily. It's just for that turn. So like if you go there, like you attack somebody and you use oh wait, where's Blink? Let me see. Roll a d20 at the end of each of your turns for the duration of the spell. So it's a minute. A minute in combat, it's like quite a long time. That's several. How many rounds is that?
Are you
Turns.
talking about Blink?
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I can't do anything then. I'm gone from that plane of existence, Rena.
Yeah, but it says at the start of your next turn when the spell ends. Oh, when the spell ends. Oh, I see. If you're on the ethereal plane, you return to an unoccupied. So does that mean you can go back? Wait, I'm not understanding that the way that it's written here.
Wording either.
You return to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within 10 feet of the space you vanished from.
Oh, at the start of your next turn.
Okay. Got a
you
verdict from the
return
boss.
back.
Okay, wait. While on the ethereal plane, you can see and hear the plane you originated from, which is cast in shades of gray, and you can't see anything there more than 60 feet away. You can only affect and be affected by other creatures on the ethereal plane.
Blink
Creatures
is
that aren't
insanely
there.
good because Blink is also, unlike most of these spells, Blink is not concentration. So
Yeah,
boom,
I can
instantly
grab
good.
Blink.
Number 2, with Blink, why it's insanely good. I'm just answering because what's his name? Tesh asked me to. Number 2 for why Blink is good is it's I think it's a whole minute, non-concentration, 50% miss chance. Like,
What's the
There's not a 50% miss chance.
but I'm just trying to see, is Blink actually an option for you? I don't see it
Yes,
here.
it's under Hexblade expanded spell list.
Where the hell's
Hexblade
expanded
gives
spell?
me it's my expanded spells at level. First, I can get Shield, Wrathful Smite. Second, I could get Blur and Branding Smite.
Whoa,
Third, I could get
whoa,
Blink and
where-
Elemental Weapon.
Where does that come from?
Hexblade. Go to the Warlock sheet.
Oh,
class
specifically Hexblade.
for
I'm
Hexblade.
sorry.
Yes.
My apologies. We weren't even looking at those.
No, I was looking at those the other day, but
I was not even looking at those. All right, here we go. So 4th level spells is Phantasmal Killer and Staggering Smite. So Blink. Blink is insanely good. Am I confusing Blink with Blur? No. Blink is insanely good.
Blink
So-
is you roll a d20 at the end of each of your turns for the duration of the spell.
Yep, 50% miss chance.
On a roll of 11 or higher, you vanish from your current plane of existence and appear in the ethereal plane.
Mm-hmm.
The spell fails and the casting is weighted if you are already on that plane. At the start of your next turn and when the spell ends, if you are on the ethereal plane, I return to an occupant. This is the part where I'm confused. Do I get to choose to return at the start of my next turn? Like,
Oh, it says
'cause
and when. So actually it's
And when the
both.
spell-
So
At
you
the start
so
of
if
your
you're-
turn
Yeah.
and when the spell ends.
Yeah.
Okay. So either
So if
way,
you're
I would
on the
return.
ethereal plane,
So
then
if
your
no
next
one
turn
and
you
then
come
I
back.
reappear and can attack again.
So every
Yeah.
turn, no matter where you are, every turn you start your turn on the material plane. And then you roll a die to see where you end your turn. At the end of every turn, you can disappear or stay. At the beginning of every turn, you return if you're gone. So you always start
Gotcha.
here, you might end elsewhere. But the reason why that's nifty is because, like, if somebody
You
makes an
just disappear and you
makes an
can't hit.
opportunity attack while you're gone, sorry, if somebody makes an opportunity attack while you're here, they don't have to deal with it. But if you disappear, sorry, I was confusing this with Blur. But while you're gone, for the mischance, unless somebody has the ability to attack the ethereal plane, you're safe. Like, they can't even hurt you. You're like
That's awesome.
removed from. And then also, things work differently on the ethereal plane than they do here. So, like,
I'm
let's say
able
if you
to
have the
see,
ability
like, the
to.
shadows and stuff.
But let's say if you have the ability to move for whatever reason outside of your turn, utilizing reactions or whatever they might be, you'd be able to use movement of that plane versus here. I don't think you have those abilities.
I don't have that ability
Okay,
at
cool,
all.
cool. But still, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
kinda
thinking about
sick.
getting
Once again,
rid
it's
of-
50-50. So
Right, but do you roll it at the beginning of the turn?
at the
or do I
end
roll-
of every turn.
Oh, okay. For duration.
Correct.
So if I roll above an 11, roll an 11 or higher. Which technically it's not.
It's not too bad. Plus, you could always luck to get there if you're close. And if we have
I can't.
Winifred's wisdom or
It
something,
wouldn't be one where I can luck it. This is something that would probably be outside of those uses, Rena. Because
it's a D20.
It's based on rolling a D20 for the spell to work. I don't think Scott would allow me to roll a 9 and then luck it and possibly get an 11 and then do that, Scott, correct?
Isn't it any D20 though, Scott? Yeah,
Sorry, what was that?
it's any D20. You can do it.
Hold
Yeah.
on. So I gotta.
Yeah, yeah. You can luck for any D20 roll.
Fucking phrase it like that, you idiot!
So you could totally luck that to get there,
All right, I'm
Tyler.
getting rid of a spell to get
You
Blink
should do
then,
that.
too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you moron! Oh. Sorry.
be
So
fine.
Which one?
there's actually an amendment to that rule.
No, no.
You see, there's this rule that says that rule doesn't apply to this rule.
Did this guy named Scott write these rules?
I
Aren't you Scott?
no, I'm Daelric. Or if you're my mom and all these years later still can't pronounce it and call it Daelric, you can call me Daelric as well. But Daelric.
This you?
Daelric. Okay.
This is you, man. Yeah, take Blink, Tyler. Let's do it.
What?
That's gonna make combat
Tesh?
so interesting.
Tesh, it's a really good point. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Quack, quack. You know what I'm saying? Honk.
He would daddy dice
How do you
an
delete
enemy with
spells
Blink.
from... Oh, I remember. I'm stupid.
Yes, Joey, I do. And I just have to say, they have very ticklish feet.
I got rid of Mind Spike for that because I don't use Mind Spike that often. Mind Thrust is useful because it's a bonus action spell.
Okay.
And it can basically, it forces somebody to either, the only thing they can do is dash or disengage.
Cool.
So I won't lie, Blink is insane. That's a really good one.
Mhm.
So I picked up Blink, and then I was thinking about picking up Blight.
Blight. Ugh. No.
I don't like Blight as much.
Oh, not Blight.
Do you get another one?
The other thing. I removing a spell so then I can grab Sickening Radiance.
Oh.
Oh, Blight doesn't just work on plants like it used to. Oh, that's different.
No,
But you
it
can't
works
get
on-
Blight anyways, can you?
I can get Blight. I could if I wanted to.
Is that actually on your spell list?
It's on my spell list, yes.
Oh, it is. Yep, I see it now. Mm-hmm.
But
Mhm.
the reason that would be good is then I can use my amulet to take health from that necrotic damage.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. Mm-hmm. I'll just make sure I make the save every time and have resistance. Oh, you
I'm
need
taking
help.
Sickening Radiance.
Sickening Radiance is. I won't lie. I really like Sickening Radiance.
It's just not as easy to grab and drag and drop because for whatever reason it's not on Roll20, so I have to.
Because it's from the XGE, not from Player's Handbook.
Gotcha.
Brittany said to go with the original one because like we don't even know if that's what's broken. So like why? She's like we can always switch it out if we need to in the future, but in the interim, why would you? We don't even know if the focus rate's the issue that's wrong. So we're going with the original one for now, and if I need to do the other focus rate, I can contemplate that like over the course of the next month or so. If like okay, well that is the issue, maybe I do order the new one. This one could be here on Sunday, so I can literally have it solved before the next stream. And then I can always order the other one and return this one if I need to or whatever. So.
The range of 120 feet is not.
I think it's her excuse to never have to play a video game with me. Just so we all know what I'm really thinking here. Also, the girls are having a sleepover right now. So like Rory's in my bed, so that was super cute. So hopefully she didn't hear me cussing just now, but hi Rory, I love you. Good night, girls. Also, they heard me.
What about? I don't know. I was trying to find something with necrotic damage instead. What do you think of vampiric touch?
I mean, I love that
That
spell
automatically
personally,
heals.
but the problem with that is he
Is it concentration?
well, it's not the concentration. He just is better off going stabby.
Yeah.
Like necrotic touch is great for somebody that doesn't already do stabby.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Staggering smite is not a thing that tickles your pickle. I mean, I like staggering smite for you. Actually, it's very flavored, but Phantasmal Killer is fun. But again, again, it's very flavored for you. But
Well, here's the thing: is like I don't use Green Flame Blade, and I'm thinking of switching that to Toll of the Dead.
I would totally get rid of Green Flame Blade now that you have Thunder, the stabby one, invocation. Because Green Flame Blade's great when you only have one attack, but you have multiple attacks.
Correct. Yeah. So I'm gonna get rid of that and switch to Toll of the Dead because that also gives me that healing. If it hits.
Elemental
Is Toll
weapons.
of
A
the
lot of
Dead
fun.
also not in the normal book?
No, that is not. That was in one of the UAs.
I hate that.
Booming Blade is eh. I mean, it's not flavored for him. He wants to not things that are so loud. Like Booming Blade is like boom, boom. When you're doing assassination attempts, having like loud cracks of thunder as they do thunder damage just makes no sense. So something like that where it literally drains them to the point where they're like exhausted and can't get away. Like imagine somebody that can't get away for like 3 rounds of even if they had an F ton of health points. Hitting them with the other one there, the 4th level spell that he picked up, is insane. Exhaustion. 1 round of exhaustion disadvantage in ability checks, but here's the big thing: 2 rounds of exhaustion, their speed is halved. Now they can't even get away from him. 3 rounds of exhaustion, disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. Now it's just downhill from there. HP max halved, speed reduced to 0, dead. Like once you get to the 3 levels of exhaustion, if they can't get out, they're screwed. Like that's it. You're done. After the first 3 rounds, it just goes away. It's okay. Plex never shows up to the streams anymore, so we can all talk about the facts of Booming Blade. We don't need to pretend. Just like we have to do it messy, right? Like Florida is a cherished state, Messi. We need Florida. It makes our union stronger.
We bring the averages up in COVID-19 infection rates.
You get him, Tiger. Number 1. Yep. Now, does Florida also have just a question? The most accused politicians for underage sex trafficking of all time, like history.
Well, I would like to say that we are the only state that stood for human rights, the rights to human trafficking, I should say. We were the only state to stand up for that. Seems everyone else just gave up on the movement. So, yeah, we got seems like we might be the forefront in the progressive movement. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
I'm glad to see. Whereas most people want to say that 18 is the legal age, in Florida, 14. You know, that's yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I think definitely the most
I
politicians.
I don't want to comment on that in case this gets clipped. so
Oh
I won't joke about that one. That one sucks.
yeah,
But all the other stuff's fine.
yeah. No, listen, fucking Matt Gaetz, man.
Oh, I forgot Hexblade's curse.
It's your boy. Is he actually? Is he? Because you, I don't know where his district is, in Florida. I can Google it.
Fuck him, dude. I don't care.
Well, he might be yours.
Let's check.
He is first district, which first district includes
it's the Panhandle.
Pensacola. Yeah, Panhandle makes sense. Yep.
Pensacola, yeah.
Yep, that makes sense.
That's what they do. I mean, that's what they do in Pensacola, I guess. So.
Was that it, Tyler, that you needed?
Panhandle makes sense for Gates. What? I wonder
Yeah,
what district you're in.
it should be good. I'm fixing my cards and stuff. So
Oh, okay. Cool.
You.
Thanks.
Why are you so gross?
I
Consistently.
ate pizza. I'm sorry. I'm in the fourth.
Fourth district.
Wait. I have to check the addresses because apparently it's split in my city. Hold on.
Of course it is. Gerrymandering.
Yes, I am fourth.
I'm curious who your current senator is.
Rutherford. Of course. Good old Rhodey. You know Rhodey.
John Rutherford. I honestly don't know anything about him.
Yeah.
It's
that's a
funny
good thing.
how because of gerrymandering, you had from 1915 on all Democrats, and then all of a sudden, boom, in 1989, it's just all Republican.
Oh, well, 1989 people moved here because they opened up some military bases, so that's why it flipped.
Oh, is that legit?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
We have two of the biggest naval bases in Florida in the same city. So,
That kind of makes sense. Actually, so that's not gerrymandering so much, so it could also be that. But you know what? Hey, listen, there have been women in there, and that's important. I think
it's
two.
important that we get them out. No, I'm kidding. I didn't mean that.
Two ladies
Yeah.
ever.
Well, hey, that's what when I said Florida's number one, I meant it.
One was in 1929, and the last one is 1993, which she served a few terms, which is nice. So, I don't know anything about her.
Let me see what Rutherford voted on.
So funny. We're still waiting for Tyler to pick out his spells, everybody, just so you know what they're.
Yep. Day 2. Let's see. John Rutherford. I know we don't care about politics here, but I'm on his Twitter page. He seems to be really concerned with the border.
Oh, really? What's the matter with the border, Messi?
Well, let's see. He said it's overrun, is what he says. He said
Overrun with what?
Washington Post tweeted that border crossings in March jumped to highest level in 15 years.
15 years?
Yeah.
That's frightening.
I guess in 2008 when the market crashed, they said, you know what, we'll stay home. 15 years later, they said it's probably recovered, right? COVID couldn't have been too bad to the States. He also, he's defending the Georgia election law. Okay. What else is he up to?
I love that the district that I'm in Massachusetts
He likes to fish.
has votes all the way back to 1789. Because, Massachusetts. So.
Yeah, masochists. Yep, I'm aware.
Wait, what?
Look at this. This is cool. He actually wanted to pass a law, or maybe he did, that pairs veterans suffering from PTSD with service dogs. Seems like that's pretty pog.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, they're so cute, and they're wearing little canvas bags. It says "Working Canine, do not pet." And oh, they're U.S. Army sergeants. All the dogs are sergeants. That's pretty cool.
My congressman, we actually voted for in the primary for a lady. She came in third place. She lost. So obviously we took the gentleman that won, and so we voted against the lady there because yeah, Julie Hall, no thank you. No thank you. So we got a young gentleman that used to be in the military, served the Marines, but he's like, oh, hard left. But the most important thing is that he replaced a fucking Kennedy. Ugh. Kennedy with a very punchable face. I don't like family. I don't like regimes.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
I'm sorry. I don't like regimes. I don't like when the same family.
What show is that?
Ugh.
Do you guys know what show that's from?
Simpsons.
No. Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys. Hold on.
But no,
What show is that?
like the Kennedys need to get out
Clone
of politics.
High.
I'm good. Like Gates, that's your boy, Gates. He needs to get out of politics. Get the families out of politics. Different people need to serve.
Yeah, it's
This is
funny.
England. We don't
Actually,
need royalty.
my mom got the vaccine the other day, and Bill Gates spilled some water on his computer, and she just started, like, sparks came out of her, and she started flipping out. So we did get it repaired at the Tesla Center, so I'm glad we did that. But you know, just everyone who's gotten your vaccines, just be careful. If Bill Gates' computers get damaged, you might have some side effects.
Okay.
Mind thrust. If I use that attack, I just realized this. I can target. Third level would be 2. Fourth level would be 3. I can target 3 people with that one attack.
Let me check that out, sir.
Yo, when you guys went to get your vaccines, did they heat it up on a spoon
I'll
for you
drop it in
guys?
chat.
Oh, actually, I'll have you
There's
know,
mind thrust.
they did.
I put it in chat.
Why
for-
was it already copied over?
Yeah, I already had that spell.
Oh, cool. Why haven't you used it yet?
I have used it before.
Oh. Huh.
All right. I think I have my spells figured out. I have Sickening Radiance, Blink, Necrotic Rift.
Oh, if you use a third level slot or higher, you can use one additional target for each slot above second level. So you do
Correct. So now I
3
can-
targets that
I
do,
can do- now
but it
do
doesn't
3
increase damage. It was just 3d6 to 3 different
Correct.
people.
But
Yeah.
the key thing to it is that it forces them to have to use either dash or disengage, and that's all they can do on their turn.
Yeah. Why haven't you used this before?
I forget about it sometimes, and sometimes I'm worried about my spell slots and survivability. So
That's true. That's true. Which is why we have to get to something else.
I think it's
Rena.
funny that
Welcome back.
you
Hello.
spend so much
How's
time
Todd?
building the perfect kit, and then you forget
Yeah,
your
I-
abilities.
Me
Yeah,
all the
It's
time.
funny.
I'm
think
like, oh, I
set-
have
picked
that?
Sickening Radiance and Blink because I removed a spell to get Blink, and then that's all my spell slots. And then I removed Green Flame Blade and got Toll of the Dead.
That makes
Total Dead.
the total dead part. And what you said, you got Sickening Radiance as your new one, and you removed
Mind Spike for Blink.
cool. I'm gonna what was Mind Spike again?
It's just psychic damage, and then you never lose track of them, like you're able to track them.
Oh, for up to an hour. Yeah.
But it requires concentration, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's nifty because it does higher damage. So it doesn't do 3d8 damage for you. It does 5d8 damage for you, which is pretty solid.
Which
But
one are you talking about?
Mind Spike.
Right.
Yeah.
It does
But
more
but
damage.
but yeah, you're saying that's not worth it compared to what.
Well,
you can
and
do
it's
the
an
other way.
action, whereas Mind Thrust is a bonus action.
Fair enough. Though you got to worry about the action economy there, buddy.
The what?
Action economy? Too many things that require bonus actions mean you have
I
no
don't
bonus
have
actions.
many things that have bonus action. Bonus action is the one that I tend to struggle with the most.
No, you have a lot of things with bonus action,
No, it's Hex, Hexblade's Curse, and that.
as well as the teleporty thingy.
Well, yeah, I can use that as a bonus action. And then I have a bunch of other stuff that's actions.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, I would rather have stuff
Also
that's
your
bonus
shield.
actions, because then I can attack.
Yeah.
My shield is a reaction.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's either a reaction or it's an action. The blindness is an action.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You're not wrong. All right, cool. I saw those pictures of that chick Witcher up arena.
Is it a bonus action to
So cool
activate
looking.
my amulet, or is that something completely different?
Your amulet, I defined that for you earlier. It's bonus and a reaction, depending on which one it is. What ability are you doing? All right. So I still have the monsters and whatnot up for The Witcher. I still have all my notes up for The Witcher.
That's what was on my iPad when I opened it.
And my notes open for Monday night as well. All right, cool. So Tyler, you picked your spells. Did you officially pick your invocation? Have we decided?
I picked Trickster's Escape.
Beautiful.
It just made sense.
Speaking of having a trickster's escape, we need to get your characters the fuck out of here. Now we obviously know that you ran off with the baker and the baker's with the baker to go to the smith, and that's
Yes.
actually where we're gonna pick up. Is kind of like we're gonna have what was Messy doing, and then we kind of wanted to jump ahead by a short period of time of how your characters are kind of like lying low and what they were doing. So some RP obviously is important, also a little bit of meta chat and stuff like that. So we've been kind of going nonstop for you guys for an hour and 50 minutes. I simply talked to Britt, but that was it. Do you want to take a quick break and then we'll come back and we'll actually jump into the some actual like D&D stuff?
Yeah, we can do that. I have there's a quick thing that I need to figure out, but
Sure.
yeah, I'm down with that.
What was the quick thing in case you wanted to?
It has to do with Roll20 and how it's showing my spell save DC, because the saving throw is supposed to be a con save, but really it's supposed to be using my charisma modifier it has to beat my DC 16. And when I pick con save, it makes it a DC 12 save instead of a DC 16.
Wait, what? Where are you showing? Click what's causing the 12. Half damage
Yeah, it says
12.
DC 12.
So let me go over to this. What spell is this?
Necrotic Rift.
Give me 1 second. It says spell attack,
Oh, spellcasting ability.
ability
That's what I
none.
screwed up.
Yep.
I got it.
There you go. Now it should be good.
And now I switch it to con.
So go ahead, click it again. Let's see if it works.
That's where I screwed up.
Yeah, because your DC is now, because your charisma is a +4, so it's 8 + 4 is 12, and then now your proficiency bonus is a 4, which is huge. It's huge. All right, cool. We have some fun stuff we're gonna do when we come back in a moment. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Okay, be right back, everybody. BRB. Wait till you guys find out what we're going to be doing for the hype train for Wednesday soon. You're going to love it. You guys are going to want it. And you can't have it.
For Witcher?
No, for Wednesday
Oh,
mornings.
for the other one?
Yeah, for the game that I love more than you.
Yeah.